have been a photojournalist in Afghanistan since 2001. For 14 years, I have followed a country in war and its aftermath. This is a story about the legacy of war. In most parts of the world, widowhood is a sad experience.
In America, it's sad, but a widow can move on and live a life free and fulfilled.
In Afghanistan, it's a complete 360, and it comes through 3 decades of war that have piled on these mounds of widows.
In Kabul alone, for instance, there are 50,000 to 70,000 widows.
In total, I guess around 2 million widows have walked amongst the ashes of the Afghan war.
Unless your husband was a policeman, government employee, or soldier, the Afghani government will only pay civilian women 5,000 Afghanis, which is only $75 a month.
What makes it worse is that the government doesn't tell the widows of their husbands' pensions, or the feeble amount of money that they can be given to live on. So, most widows don't collect the money.
These women immediately become shunned from their families and their homes. They become homeless, abandoned, and left to fend for their own survival. Some of the women,
such as Sahar, are forced to marry their late husband's brother out of respect.
Respect for who? Most of the women told me they had no education, which means that they were either begging on the streets or cleaning houses just to fend for their own survival. What you truly see here is that at every corner, life is just one big struggle for them. The women, every time, want it to be photographed. They feel, especially woman to woman, that I care about their situation. They're used to nobody caring at all. I feel that if they didn't have these restrictions put upon them, they would just let me into their world. For example, a fixer would call ahead. He knew what I was doing. I would set up a nice initial meeting over tea, which is the way you do things around there. And the biggest problem was that the brother-in-law or someone else in the family wouldn't allow me to come back.
No.
I'd take some snapshots during the first meeting and I'd get so excited. And then the door would just slam in my face. I've been in and out of the country over so many years, and to me, this is just something that doesn't get better for them. Things just don't. This project took a lot longer than I thought it would, but for me it felt like that's okay. Whatever it takes. I'll just keep this going.